Well, I got stuck on the road yesterday. Spent my afternoon yesterday stuck on the side of the road with a broken motorcycle. Welcome back to the channel, guys. I am Frank. This is the Misplaced Motor Vlogger channel. So today I'm going to talk about my little misadventure from yesterday. So I'm calling it a misadventure because, well, there's a couple things that went wrong. First, I didn't take my camera gear with me. Today is Monday, Labor Day, September 7th. Yesterday I decided, yeah, I'm just gonna go out for a ride, just to enjoy a ride. Not gonna be vlogging, not gonna bring my cameras. I'm just gonna go out there and cruise. Which I'm sure some of you guys that vlog, I'm sure you guys do some of the same thing now and then. And I even said to my wife, I'm like, you know, something's gonna end up happening where I'm gonna wish I had my camera with me. But still, I said, screw it, I'm not bringing the camera. I'm just gonna go out and enjoy the ride. Well, I did enjoy the ride. Well, most of the ride. Alright, let me rephrase that. I enjoyed the part when I was riding, not the part when I was sitting on the side of the road with a broken motorcycle. And I go out there, I'm doing my normal, you know, just riding through the country roads and everything. Decided to stop on the side of the road, get a couple pictures. I shut the bike off, turn the key on, hit the run stop switch over here, and the fuel pump barely primed. I'm like, oh, that didn't sound good. Hit the starter button, click, and all the lights on the panel, or on the cluster here, they just start kind of blinking. I was able to scroll through to get where the voltmeter is. You can see right now we're reading 14.4. It's at about 7.2, 7.3 volts. Couldn't for the life of me think about why. I got no warning. I had started it when I left the house and it started normal. I went and got gas. It started normal then too. Well, a guy pulls up. My mother-in-law, she lived nearby to where I was stopped. She was gonna bring by some jumper cables, and this guy's like, oh no, don't worry about it. I got a set. I live right up the street. I'm like, awesome, great. Guy comes back in a few minutes. Cables, and he's got a jump box also. We get started up off the jump box, and you know, I'm giving a little bit of gas. As soon as I disconnect that negative cable from the jump, you know, from the jump box, from the battery, it just dies. Didn't matter that I was giving it gas, it just died. And initially we thought, well, maybe we just gotta give it a few minutes, and we ended up hooking the jumper cables from his car to the bike. Fired it up, same thing. Take off one of the jumper cables and it just died. So I kind of figured, well, you know what, I either have some kind of other electrical problem or I just have a dead cell in the battery. I was about to call Geico because I got roadside assistance with the insurance. I'm gonna have them tow it somewhere, either to my house or, you know, to a dealer or something. But then my mother-in-law calls me and she says that her boyfriend has a trailer. He knows where I am, and he lives pretty close. And he'll swing by and pick me up with the bike. So somewhere around 45 minutes later or so, apparently he had a little bit of wiring issues with the trailer that he had to fix. He comes by, we get the bike loaded up, bring it back to the house. I start looking online, see if there's anybody that has a battery available. I'm looking on Amazon, and really nothing. Didn't trust it. So then I actually just opened up the web browser on my phone and just searched 2018 Scout battery. And AutoZone came up. And they said my local AutoZone had one. I'm like, really? I don't know. Because, you know, normally when I've replaced bike batteries before, and it's usually one of those Yausas, or I forget the name of the brand. But I've gotten them from bike shops. Of course, it was Sunday, so there are no bike shops open, and I didn't want to wait. So I said, screw it, let's take a chance. Pulled the battery out of this thing. I probably should have made a video, you know, about removing and replacing a battery on Indian Scout. I'm sure there is a video out there, but it's pretty straightforward. It's under the seat, not very difficult. But anyway, went up to AutoZone, got the battery, came back, installed it. It was the right battery, fit perfectly. Turned the key on, fired right up, idled smooth. Decided to go ahead and throw the battery tender on it anyway. Left that on overnight. Gravel. Because I didn't know how long that battery had been sitting on the shelf there at AutoZone. And it did indeed need a charge. I had a solid red light when I first plugged the battery tender in. A couple hours later, I start getting the flashing green telling me it's 80% or greater. Yeah, I checked it one more time before I went to bed. It's probably sometime around midnight or so. And it was solid green. I just left it on there. I hadn't been using the battery tender during the summer, mostly because I've been riding a lot more than I ever do during the winter. In the winter, I might get out there once or twice every week, or maybe every couple of weeks. Depends on how cold it gets. But I reckon with this one, I'm gonna go ahead and use the battery tender every time. Now, I guess I'm taking a chance with an AutoZone battery. I don't know how long it's gonna last. Well, this is a 2018 and it's 2020, and the factory battery only lasted 2 years. And that's not very impressive to me. But of course, if the previous owner, who had it for close to 5,000 miles, if he didn't use the battery tender, if he rode it real sporadically, then I guess that could put a little bit more wear and tear on the battery. Battery on my lawn tractor, I just replaced the beginning of this season, and I bought that thing in 2015, Cub Cadet. That battery lasted 5 years. That was impressive to me. Usually those lawn and garden batteries, I know they're not going to last very long. I thought for sure this motorcycle battery was going to last a bit longer than that. Anyway, that's my getting stuck on the road, on the side of the road story. Still kick myself for not bringing my camera gear. I guess I could have recorded with my phone, but the battery on the phone wasn't but about 55% charged. I didn't know how long I was going to be out there. So any of you guys get stuck on the side of the road, go ahead and tell me about it in the comments, or you other moto vloggers out there, make a video about it. If you already did, do me a favor, link me to the video. I'll make sure I watch it. But so far, we've been out here 25 minutes or so riding. I haven't been vlogging the whole time, but this thing's running good. Hopefully. Oh, nice bump. I have a feeling that the battery did the trick, because that thing, anytime you put any kind of a load on it, it just dropped it right down to 7. Alright guys, that's the video. Should be having a gear walk around video coming out here one of these days. I've shot the footage, I just haven't completely edited it, and I'll probably put this one out before I do that one. But I hope you guys all had a great Labor Day weekend. Nice long weekend if you guys are still going into your jobs and working your normal jobs. If you're working from home, well, hope you enjoyed even more time at home. Alright guys, till next time, take care and we'll see you.